What's up, guys? It's G here with Karma Free Astrology, and I'm coming at you today to sort of continue where I left off about the law of attraction. How the law of attraction works with our thoughts, and how our thoughts give off our vibration, they change our vibration, they can influence our vibration, and whatever we're vibrating at that same time, we're attracting unto ourselves, right? The law of attraction, that which is like unto itself is drawn, like attracts like. Now there is a second part to, and I guess another part, but there is a second part to the law of attraction. And that is that you have to have a very strong desire for what you want. And in having that desire, you have to allow these things to happen to you. See, a lot of things that happen, to us, we think they sort of just happen, right? We don't really think that we're attracting what comes to us. We don't really think that the situations that we encounter in life, that we keep the same patterns that we keep seeing, the kind of people that we keep meeting, the same successes, the same failures, all these same patterns, they exist for a reason. It's because we're technically calling them. We want them to occur into our lives because they're here to teach us a lesson, right? They're either here to, well, I'm not even going to say that because people have their own beliefs as to why we're here. What I'm here to talk about is the law of attraction. But what I can say is that there is definitely a transitory state from, let's say, not knowing about the law of attraction. You're kind of just floating through life. You're kind of just doing things. There are things that you want to do in life, but you're not really motivated to go out and do it. Or continuing with the law of attraction, you're thinking about why you don't have it instead of having it and bringing that energy to you instead of the successful, the positive energy. You're constantly focused on the negative, right? So this is you, and you're transiting now because you're starting to learn about the law of attraction, and you're starting to do these different thought exercises, and you're starting to wean off of all this negativity, and this is starting to die out. Well, once you start passing from this to this, now you have to allow that, so that you have to allow two things. You have to allow the old you to die. You have to pass the old you, not metaphorically, not literally, but the old you has to die. There's no space in in third density for two of you. There's no space in third density for two Garretts. I can't be Garrett from my 20s and still be focused like I am today. Like, I can't. I have to let go of who I was in order to become who I need to be in order to do blah 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 blah. Same thing. When you're dealing with the law of attraction, you have to allow events and people into your life that can bring about the change. You have to allow it. You have to allow yourself the ability to change. You have to think that you can change. If you're constantly, well, this is my situation and nothing's, changed for the last 20 years. Yeah, probably because for the last 20 years, those people haven't thought about doing anything differently, right? Let's just be honest. A lot of people get stuck in a rut or a hole or a couch, and they get comfortable. They don't push themselves. They don't push other people. They don't push society. To them, life is sort of hit this plateau, and to either go up or down the plateau is uncomfortable. So they try and keep this status quo, right? That's why when you have people on this wavelength, or not this wavelength, but this plateau in life, when they see that you're starting to go up, well, in order to interface with you, they have to go up to match you. And that's uncomfortable. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone can do that in stride, right? So these people hold themselves back because they're constantly thinking about the negative side of everything. They're not thinking about the end goal. They're not thinking about the joy they feel in having what it is that they desire. They're not thinking about what they have to give up in order to obtain what they desire. They're not thinking about the new them that has to become in order for them to obtain. Like, you can't get stuck in a rut. You can't, don't get stuck on this plateau, because you get stuck in this plateau, dude, there are decades will pass you and you won't even notice it, right? And next thing you know, you'll be signing up for another another journey into planet Earth, and trust me, you don't want to be on Earth after what's going to happen. So the point of this video is that you have to allow yourself, you have to believe that you can do what you're thinking about. If you want to, obviously, if you're trying to do something, incredibly impossible, don't be ridiculous. Don't, because then you'll just beat yourself up for having come up with something ridiculous, right? What you really want to do is you want to imagine yourself having what you want, of course, within reason, but don't imagine too much, right? Just imagine how you feel. Imagine the kind of person you would need to be in order to have this thing that you want. Imagine how your life is different, your different habits. There's a lot of different ways that we can manifest in third density. And the law of attraction is probably one of the easiest ways to do it. And all you have to do, we talked about last video, you have to think it. You have to think it. You have to at least have that, you have to at least ruminate over it. Because otherwise, if you're not thinking of it, how are you ever going to know when you're coming across an opportunity, or know when an opportunity is fruitful, or even know, you have to think about it. But second, you also have to allow it to happen. You have to believe that it can happen. You have to understand that thinking it is not everything. It's a huge part of it, but it's not everything. You also have to believe that it is possible. You have to expect it almost. Not, don't expect it to the point where you're getting disappointed every day, but fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. That's the best. Ironically, that's the best. I hate that advice because I personally don't. I appreciate authenticity. But the idea of fake it behind you make the idea of fake it till you make it is that you're putting out this energy to become something, and you're trying to, metaphorically kill the old you so that you can die, and this new you, which you're faking, can sort of rise and become you, or you become you, right? But the law of attraction is much of the same way. Not only do you have to think it, but you also have to allow it and let it be in your life. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was very clear and concise. And in the next video, we'll be going over the last bit of information about the law of attraction that I wanted to cover. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please thumbs up the video, leave a like, and until next time, adios.